morning, everyone, and happy Wednesday. Today, I have a masculine card for you. Masculine cards are some of the more challenging cards to make, and I always get requests for more masculine cards. So, today, I have 3 things for you to keep in mind when you're creating masculine cards. First, before I go into that, though, for those of you who do not know me, my name is Kristina Reese, and this is Creating with Kristina. I come live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday here on my Facebook page, and I just absolutely love what I do and love sharing card making with you. So I am so happy you're here with me this morning. Also, if you're watching this on the replay, go ahead and type in replay. Tell us where you're from. Love to give you a shout out, even though I won't say it live. I'll say it in the comments. So, but I do love to see all of you who are watching. And let's make sure I haven't forgotten anything before I get started. Oh, yes. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So, today's July 1st. Happy July. Hey, Colleen. How are you this morning? So, happy July. And July, for those of us who are demonstrators, get to order from the new holiday catalog starting today. And they have some amazing, cute Christmas stuff in the new catalog. If you are not a demonstrator, you will get the catalog in August and be able to order in August. But before then, and good morning, Kim. Before then, demonstrators are ordering so we can get our supplies and start making stuff to show you how awesome everything is. And when I saw the catalog, I was so excited to see the stamp set that we're using today got carried over, so it is still available. So I'm going to go ahead and switch to the live view and get started here. And what are you saying, Colleen? I see, oh my goodness. Yes, the new catalog. So excited. Oh, this is in the new catalog. It's called Gather Together, and it does have a die set that goes with it. And we're going to be using this die here. It's an embossing die. So it cuts the leaf out, but it also leaves those veins imprinted on the leaf also. So that's really cool. When you are making a masculine card, there are 3 things you need to remember. First of all, color. This paper is called Artistry Blooms. It's the paper that we're using in my July card class. If you haven't signed up for that and want to, you can go over to my blog and do that. But Artistry Bloom is just basic paper, nothing fancy on it. You know, it's not feminine or masculine. But colors tend to be masculine or feminine. And we would think in this color array here that the blues and the greens would be more masculine than the pinks and the oranges. So that is what I'm using. I have a bunch of scraps from when I was making the cards for the card class, and so I thought I need to use up some of my scraps here to make a card. So I took the blues and the greens here. Let me just get all this out of the way and pull the card out. Here we go. Oh, come on, get. There we go. All right, pull the card out for you. So I pulled out blues and greens. So this is going to be a masculine card. Now, there's one more thing you need to keep in mind when making a masculine card, and that is your elements. You want neutral elements. Stay away from shiny, blingy things, you know, like sequins, and unless they're a matte sequins, you know, that doesn't have the glossy shine on it. There's some matte sequins. Those would be fine if they're neutral colors. But like twines, white string, ribbons that are in the color of the card but aren't real fancy, fluffy type ribbons like lace or things. You get the idea. 3 things you need to keep in mind. The stamp set, nature stamp sets. And leaves are awesome for men. You always want to use flowers, but and you can use flowers. I showed you how to do a sunflower card using the browns to make a masculine card, but that's the first thing you want to keep in mind is your stamp set. Try to stay in nature. Second thing is the colors. You want to stay in masculine color families. And then finally, your elements, your extra stuff you put on the card to keep it in the neutral colors. Okay, so those are your 3 tips. Now let's make a card. We're going to be using a card sketch, and for those of you, a lot of you already own this card sketch book that I have. I sell it on my, there's a link in the description to my sketchbook. We're using sketch number 4 today, and I want to pull it up so you can see it better here. So it has a dark and a light, and then a strip across the middle and a circle. And the one I made for the example, I put designer paper here and some burlap ribbon. That's just cardstock. Then I put a doily and all the image and sentiments there in the center. So that is the card sketch we're using today. And I have a card base here cut at 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. Then I cut the designer paper, and this is, in the card sketch, it went dark and then it had light. So this is a variegated, oh, that's not the word I'm looking for, ambient, going from the dark to the light. So that kind of mimics that part of the card sketch. Then instead of a ribbon, I just have another scrap of paper that I'm going to be putting right there. We're going to put the circle here. We're going to tuck the leaves, and I want to pull these leaves up so you can see them. So what I did is this fun designer paper, I just took the die and I put it in places where I'd get different colored leaves. But I want to bring them up so you can see the veins. Isn't that cool? Yeah, so the veins are embossed on the leaves. So that's pretty neat. And I'm missing a leaf. I should have 4. Oh, foo. Oh, foo-foo. Where are you, leaf? Let me find you. Just a sec. Just a sec. Oh, found it. Okay. All right, and we have our leaves, and then we're going to put some twine on there too. Okay. Before we do that, though, we want to stamp our sentiment, and I have the Pear Pizzazz and the Night of Navy here. We're going to do the wheat in Pear Pizzazz. It is summertime, so I thought we should have green wheat instead of brown wheat. I don't know. I was just thinking that would be more summery looking than brown wheat, but I don't guess it really matters. And there's our green wheat. And then we're going to do the sentiment right on top of that in Night of Navy. Hello, Candle. How are you? And go. Whoops. Wishing you well. So this is a get well card. There we go. I'm going to pull that up so you can see it. Isn't that nice? Okay, put this all away. We're going to cut it out with stitch circles. Now, if you don't own these dies, these are like a staple. The stitched shapes, ovals, circles, and squares, and they're all stitched and layered. Then we have layering circles that have the scalloped edge. We also have layering ovals and layering squares, but I used the layering scallop circle in the Night of Navy, and then I'm taking the stitched circle here, and we're going to place that on top. So let me cut that out. Grab my machine. Try to get it even. Okay, so fun. All right, and the stitch just gives it a little something extra. I mean, you can do the layering circles have the straight edge circles that layer in the scallops, but I love having the stitch around the circle. I just think it's so cool looking. So keeping that, and I just need a little glue here. And we're just gonna glue this on there. Or you can use tape. Either one's fine. Glue is just faster. Oh, and also glue, you can move it around a little bit and get it right where you want it before it sticks. So that's another good reason to use glue. And you can't see it very well on that black mat, so I'm going to bring it up. There's just a little bit of glue around the edge like that. So, all right, let's put our card together. I do want tape on this. Your designer paper is thinner than cardstock, and liquid glue can warp it if you use too much. Our designer paper is fairly thick and can withstand the liquid glue, but just in case, Whoops, I want to go this way. Yeah. I use tape when I can. But, oh, this tape is so sticky. I missed. Let's try it again. All right. There we go. Okay. And then this strip. Okay. We're just going to put that in the center there. Perfect. All right. So far, so good. We need to put our leaves and our twine on here. So how I do that, let me get the card out of the way. You know, I need, hold on, let me get a white piece of paper so you can see better. There we go. All right. Okay, that's a little better. We are going to take a bunch of the twine here, and we're going to wrap it around our fingers where it's larger than the circle. Okay, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5 times is good. And then what we're going to do, oops, and I forgot to put adhesive on the back. Hold on, hold everything together. Okay. Yeah. All right. And I'm looking at it because I want the twine to go this way. So I know I want it there. All right. And now I take my circle, okay, and I'm going to pinch it so it's like that. And then we are going to make sure it's there again. Okay. We're going to lay this down across all of that stickiness. There we go. And then when you flip it over, you have all these little, oops, there you go. Now you can see it. You have all that sticking out in the back. So all I did was wrap it around my hand, squeezed it in the middle, and then stuck it down on the adhesive. Pretty simple. We're going to stick these leaves on here too. I'm going to use the glue where the stem is, and I'm just going to stick these back behind the twine. Okay. And there we go. A little more. Oops. The glue's getting on my hand and it's making it very sticky. Well, good morning, Deborah. How are you? And Francine. Oh, I got all kinds of people here today. Awesome. So those of you who came in a little later, we're doing a masculine card, and the title of this post is Keeping 3 Things in Mind When Making Masculine Cards. And once again, those 3 things are nature stamps. So we're using leaves here in this case. Color, use masculine colors. We're using green and blue. And the last thing is when you're talking about your elements like twine or sequins or things like that, try to use neutral colors and ones that don't have any shiny blingy stuff. So like this twine is really nice for that masculine touch. Some of our twine has like gold wrapped in it, and so it's kind of sparkly. I mean, it's still okay for men. Obviously, we don't want to be sexist or anything, but most of the time when you're trying to make it a masculine card, you don't want bling on there. But anyway, so we need dimensionals. Here we go. And we're going to put one there and one there. And then I'm going to put some on the leaves just in case they don't stay stuck to the twine. Sometimes the glue isn't very friendly when it has so much bump everywhere. All right, there we go. All right, and our trick for picking up the backs, this is so fun. So you just take your piercing tool and you just stab and lift. Whoops, come on. There, stab and lift. Come on. know if I got that one. No, I didn't. I don't think I got that one either. There we go. Okay. And we got them all. As Lisa Curcio says, I've got them all wrangled up there. And where's my card base? Here we go. Wishing you well. And make sure your leaves don't go off the edge. That one leaf is a little far over, but what can you do? Okay, there we go. All right, and we have a nice get well card for a gentleman. Very fun. I hope you guys like this. What other tips do you guys have for making masculine cards? I would love for you to put them in the comments, and we can all see the different ideas. So when we're making our masculine cards, we can do that. Also, if you make a masculine card today or this week or whenever, come back and post it. I would love to see them. I would. And so would everybody else. So one more time, the three things are nature stamp sets, masculine colors, and neutral elements on the card. Then one more thing before I go this morning is don't forget about the card class, my July card class, using this same paper here that we used on this card. It's called Artistry Blooms, and you can find all the information on my blog, creatingwithkristina.com, under the class and events tab. All right, look at that. Almost made it in 15 minutes. It's 16 minutes right now. You all have a wonderful, blessed day, and I will see you Friday. I'm real excited. I am trying to master the lattice fold. So when I had my card swap and I was sharing my card swap with you all, y'all said you wanted to know how to make this lattice fold here. Aha. So I'm practicing, and I want to see if I can't teach that to you guys. So that's what we're going to do Friday. Y'all have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.